I'm sure it's round here somewhere.
He said don't do anything dangerous.
Don't go climbing rocks, leaping across canals. 9 times out of 10, a leisurely investigation will reveal far more than some ill-conceived adventure.
I like local history, but I don't like getting wet. Use the torch, Dave.
There's not much battery left.
Oh, blimey. Oh.
Are you all right?
As well as I can be on an ill-conceived adventure. Come on, keep going.
This is called a sampler. People used them in Victorian times to practice embroidery. You don't see many about these days.
Actually, Mr. Reed, we've got one at home. You will do.
Go on, Tess.
I think it was from a junk shop. A girl called Abigail Parks made it.
Abigail Parks?
Have you heard of her, David?
Of course he has.
There's a gravestone with her name on at the church at Costy Hill.
Well, that's just the sort of coincidence that could spark off an interesting investigation. Perhaps you and Tess could do it together.
Well, I bet they could.
Now, come on now, hold it down. That's better.
Mr. Reed really annoys me sometimes. Every time anyone shows an interest in something, Tracy Dobbs and that lot start laughing like idiots, and he lets them.
That's because they are idiots. You should ignore them.
It's all right for you. You only see them at school. I live on the same estate as they do.
They're just jealous because you're clever.
Sometimes wish I wasn't. At least I'd be part of everything. Dave, here it is.
I told you it was here somewhere.
Abigail Parks. Departed this life 10th of December 1860. What's that at the bottom? Innocent of all harm. What's that mean?
I don't know.
What does it say in living memory or something?
Maybe nobody loved her.
Don't be silly, all the others have it on. All except hers.
That's odd. I wonder how old she was.
On the sample at home, it says she was 12 in 1854. So
in 1860, she was 18.
What a terrible age to die. She was only as old as my sister Jean, 4 years older than me. That's awful. Just imagine if you only had 4 years of your life left.
What a morbid thought.
Come on, we'll do the note from the bus. And don't get telling Tracy Dobbs we came here together. She'll only try to make something of it, and I'm sick of her laughing at me.
Oh, I knew it.
I'm okay.
Chasing around in the rain all night.
You will join the walking dead.
Is there anything else on?
Oh, this telly, it's on its last legs.
Actually, I think I will go to bed.
Yeah, all right. And no reading until midnight.
Okay. Night, Mum.
Night.
Still great upon the waters. Let him who is without sing, cast the first stone. Where your treasure is, there shall your heart be also. Abigail Parks, age 12, 1854.
Sorry. I turned the volume up instead of the colour. Sorry.
Abigail Parks departed this life 10th of December 1860 and was buried
Quickly! Quickly!
We'll be quick, Mr. Fox.
Get away from here, yo! Get away!
Mum, that film was for a funeral.
Ready?
The film was for a funeral.
Have you been dreaming again?
Are you okay, Tess?
Yeah. Sorry. Night, Mum. Night, Dad.
Night.
Hello, Tess. Can I sit with you? Do you know something? After I left you last night, I couldn't stop thinking about that inscription on the gravestone. There's something a bit odd about it.
Yeah, I know. I had a dream about it last night. Well, I think I did. There was a film on telly, and there was a funeral. I was thinking about Abigail in the film, and it got sort of jumbled into one. It's a miserable little funeral.
In the film?
No, hers.
In your dream?
Well, she was from a poor family. Paupers, probably.
I doubt it. You see, if she was a pauper, then she wouldn't have made a sampler. She wouldn't have had the time. She'd have been working, making bricks, shifting coal.
And if her family was well off, why did she have such a poor funeral?
That's just your dream again. Or the film on television.
Or something. Her father was shouting at someone to get away from the funeral, as if he had something to hide.
Do you think she could have been murdered?
Dunno.
Tell you what, there might be something about her in the parish register. We could go up to the church and ask. I know the vicar, Mr. Milner. We'll do it tomorrow if you like.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Where should we meet?
Quick, Tracy Stubbs is getting on. Down on the sea sitting by me, she'll never stop talking about it. Dudley Market tomorrow at 11.
Morning.
Hello.
There's David, way back there.
Oh, hello, David.
Come on.
Sorry I'm late. My sister Jean made me help her tidy up. It's not even supposed to be my job.
We'll have to hurry. I rang the vicar and I said we'd be there by 11:30 this morning. He's got a wedding. Come on. I bet they'll have started the wedding. We'll have to wait for him. He was interested when I told him about Abigail's grave.
You didn't tell him about my dream, did you?
No.
Good. He'd probably think I was stupid.
Why should he?
Oh, people do if you can't explain things logically. It's hard to describe a feeling, or that you know something without understanding how or why you know it.
A vicar would understand that. I mean, he can't actually produce God and say, here he is, he really exists. But he believes it.
Yes, but God isn't a person. God's an idea. Some people believe that folk gone off, they're dead, don't they?
You mean ghosts?
I don't know. I don't believe in the supernatural or anything. I think it goes on more in the minds of people.
There's a saying that people are alive as long as they're remembered.
Alive in here, not in reality.
People have made recordings in haunted houses. There is some scientific evidence to prove that there are forces at work we don't fully understand. But a lot of what you hear now is just stupid.
Like my dream.
Well...
You believe the vicar when he says God exists. It's all down to believing or not believing, isn't it? Did you need scientific evidence before you believed in Father Christmas?
I had some. Presents.
Oh.
I'm shattered.
Keep going.
Quickly! Quickly!
We'll be quick, Mr. Fox.
Get away from here, yo! Get away!
What's the matter? Oh, good, it's over. He'll be free now. Come on. Come on.
That wasn't the film on telly.
Tess, come on.
I'm coming.
Hurry up.
There we are, the parish register, all the way back to 1830. And then let me see. 1860. Oh, nice and gently with it. A few of these pages are beginning to crumble.
Thank you.
I'll just change. I'll be back in a second.
Thanks, Mr. Mellon. 1861. 1860, November, December. Here it is. Abigail Parks, Waterfall Lane, Gosty Hill, December the 14th, 18 years.
Found anything?
Yes, but it doesn't tell us very much.
Perhaps if you send away for a copy of the death certificate. Try the registrar's office in Dudley, they'll have it. If you write to them and send a stamped addressed envelope, they'll probably send you a copy.
She died in the canal near Wright's Bridge, a dark and windy night. It was a terrible accident.
Tess, Mr. Milner said...
Oh, no.
You may have to send some money for the coffee, maybe £1 or something. They may be a bit stuffy about it, but if you explain why you want it, I'm sure they'll help you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Mellon.
What if he finds out?
It was only the corner of the page. You probably won't notice. Anyway, we're the ones who've lost something, not him. There was a note at the bottom. It said she died in the canal near Wright's Bridge. A terrible accident.
Drowned.
Yeah, horrible, isn't it? Hate water. Can't swim.
I wonder who wrote it.
Dunno, never know now. Destroyed the page.
Well, it was an accident.
Yeah, a terrible one.
Float, float, sink, drown.
Hurry up, Tess. I'm meeting Steve in a minute. Come on.
No, please.
Tess? Tess?
I know I'm not going potty, but I can't stop thinking about her. I know things about her.
What things?
I know something's not quite right about her death. It's to do with her father. It's this feeling I've got.
Yes, well, we need evidence, not just feelings.
I'm not making it all up, you know.
I'm sorry. Look, there's no supernatural. You said it yourself. It's all in here.
Yeah, well, maybe it's out here now. OK, don't believe me. I'll go on by myself. But if you want to know, I'm not sure if she wants my help or she's trying to kill me.
Canal tragedy. An inquest was held yesterday, Friday, at the Old Spring Gardens, Floodgate Street, on the death of Abigail Parks, 18, of Waterfall Lane, Gosty Hill. She was the daughter of mine owner, Mr. Henry Parks. Mr. David Caddick, a collier, Fiery Holes Mine, died from the canal bridge near Waterfall Lane and tried, unsuccessfully, to drag her out. There is unfortunately little doubt that suicide was intended. The girl had been seen wandering in the area in low spirits for some days. Suicide.
Get away!
No.
That's what it says here.
What?
Why not suicide?
Innocent of all harm on a grave. Victorians thought suicide was a sin. They wouldn't put something like that on a grave, not after a suicide. Anyway, where's the motive?
The newspaper reports that she's been in very low spirits.
Well, I'm usually in low spirits about my maths, but you wouldn't catch me killing myself over it. You think if it was something really awful that drove her to kill herself, they'd have reported what it was?
Well, you're the one who knows things about Abigail. Any ideas?
I mean to find out.
Look, Tess, we mustn't let this get out of proportion, you know. It's only a school project.
Maybe that's how it started. That's our house.
Oh, I don't know what your dad'll say.
What happened?
Well, I was watching the television and I heard this rumbling noise. I looked out and I saw the lawn disappear.
They reckon them old mine workings down there. Careful.
The officer said there was some terrible underground fire years ago. That's why they closed it down. What did they say it was called, Steve?
Burial's mine.
That's where David Carrick worked.
Well, have you heard of it before then?
Yeah, but I never thought it'd be in our garden.
Yeah, well, come on, let's have a cup of tea. Let's go get it. Oh, officer, would you like a cup of tea? Yes, well, how many friends have you got?
What a coincidence. Isn't it? There is unfortunately little doubt that suicide was intended.
Quickly! Quickly!
A collier from Fiery Hole's mine tried unsuccessfully to drag her out.
You found the body, David Caddick.
Yes, sir. I dived in to save her, but it was too late.
And you knew Miss Parks well, did you not?
He did not, sir. He met my daughter only once.
David?
Abigail. He met my daughter only once. He never came to my house.
Did your brother visit the house?
Mr. Parks forbid it, sir. Tell my brother to stay away.
It's you that's caused me daughter's death.
Quickly! Quickly! Quick, Mr. Parks. Get away from here, yo! Get away!
It was David Caddick at the funeral. I hated him because he loved Abigail.
Talking in your sleep again? Did I wake you? You okay? Look as if you've seen a ghost.
Are you and David Ray going on?
We're working on a project together, that's all.
OK, no need to get touchy about it.
was merely to suggest things.
I wasn't.
Oh, blimey, stop laughing, Trace. It's not funny.
Don't understand what you're seeing him.
I don't see anything.
Hello.
Hello.
Guess what?
What?
I've got Abigail's death certificate. It's arrived this morning. I thought it'd be a nice surprise for you.
A death certificate?
I hope you're talking about work back there.
I've read that. It's very good. What's wrong?
Tracy Dobbs.
Oh, I see. It's because of me, isn't it? I know what they say about me.
Who cares what anybody says about you? You shouldn't care.
Look, don't worry. I know you don't like me, except to work with on the project, like.
Who says I don't like you, eh? Of course I do. You're not stupid like they are. You're very nice. To work with on this project, I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Good. Give us a death certificate. Abigail Parks died 10th of December 1860. Wrightsbridge, Gosty Hill Canal. Suicide by drowning. I don't believe she killed herself just because her father forbade her to see David Caddick. She was too willful.
Forbade? That's an old-fashioned word.
It was David Caddick's sister who... Blimey!
Quiet!
I'd forgotten last night. It was those at the inquest into Abigail's death.
You mean you had another dream?
All right, I had another dream. Abigail's father said that David hardly knew her, but they knew each other well. He used to visit her.
How do you know?
Because... Then you can call it stupid. Abigail's father tried to stop it, but they met in secret. And yet it was Abigail's mother who said it was David who had caused her daughter's death.
But if he was a friend, then he wouldn't cause her any harm.
That's right. The newspaper report said she'd been in very low spirits.
Maybe they did manage to stop her seeing David.
How? Must have been something pretty strong to keep them apart.
Strong enough to drive to suicide on Wrightsbridge.
Goodbye, Abigail Parks. Leave me alone.
Right, settle down now then. Come on. Tracy. Right, we'll start with Tess and David then. David, tell us how far you've got with your project.
Well, we read the inquest report in the reference library, and it appears that Abigail Parks committed suicide on the night of the 10th of December 1860. Tess has the death certificate to show you. Tess?
Oh, sorry, I've left it at home.
Never mind the groaning. Bring it next time, Tess.
Her body was pulled from the canal by Mr. David Caddick. He was a collier at Fiery Hole's mine. Now, this mine was closed in 18...
I'm doing Fiery Hole's mine.
Never mind, Tracy. Local history investigations are bound to overlap somewhere along the line.
Oh, say, my dad's got a map from the solicitor's office and everything.
Yeah, the solicitor.
They say he was. He's put his shelves up for him and he found this map in an old cupboard and they said he could have it before he say he pinched it.
Tracy.
Well?
David.
Fiery Hole's mine was closed
Yeah,
in...
no, I know why.
Tracy?
Well, I've worked hard finding out about it.
OK. Why did Fiery Hole's mine close then?
Hold this for us. This is a plan of the coal mine supplied by Alfred Chandler of Craig Heath in the 1850s. These announced by trade stops in the 1980s.
Come on.
Fiery Hole's mine was closed after an outbreak of wildfire. Wildfire happens when the coal and the slack at the bottom of the pit flares up. Once started, it is impossible to stop. The fire started on December the 8th, 1860. The 7 miners were killed.
2 days before Abigail died.
It's very good, Tracy. Go on, then.
That's all I've done, sir.
Right.
Tess! Tess! What's wrong with you? We were supposed to be bringing the death certificate. We were supposed to be showing them all the evidence.
I know.
And I thought you were going to bring the sampler.
I did.
Eh? Are you all right?
David, something's happening. It's out of my control. Like the wildfire. Some things never die. Like the gorse.
Gorse?
You can burn it, cut it down, even build houses over it. They say you can't ever kill it. It always finds a way back. Last night, Abigail stood behind me on the canal bridge. When I got home, I burnt the death certificate. That's when the sampler fell off the wall. I thought by burning the certificate, I'd get rid of her. But she's finding a way back through me. It was lying near the kitchen door, as if someone had thrown it across the hallway. She was angry with me.
What's this?
What?
There's a circular mark here.
I don't know what it is. Last night, I decided I didn't want any more to do with this with Abigail or with you.
But I'm on your side.
Yeah, maybe you are. I just want it all to go away. But it won't. Abigail's making me see it through whether I want to or not.
Look, Tess, I really think you're letting this whole thing get out of hand. You can stop it whenever you want to. There are no strange forces making you do things.
There are! Don't believe anything I've told you. You forget it if you want to, but I can't.
Come on. I want to get down the motorway before the traffic starts.
All right, I'm coming.
Turn everything off.
And now she's started a project on that old sampler of all things. Do you remember it?
That old thing? It's been in the family for years.
Oh, I thought you got it from some old junk shop.
What would I want to buy junk for? No, it was made by an aunt of mine.
Your aunt? Oh, Miss Big Ears.
I just heard what Nan said. Who was she?
Well, I never knew her, of course. She died very young, I believe. She was the daughter of... Now, let me get this right. She was the daughter of my grandfather's first wife. We never knew very much about that part of his life. They say he grieved over his daughter's death, and he'd never speak of it. So they said. I suppose she would have been your great-great-aunt, something like that.
Honestly?
Yes. If you're really interested, go into the attic and get the album from the suit on the wall. They're all in there.
Okay. Oh, you know, I never knew that, Mother.
Get away from here, yo.
What are you doing? Sorry. Oh, the old album. I ain't seen that for some time. That's your great-great-granddad.
Henry Parks.
Ah. Your mother don't know much about all that lot. Them all there, though. That's your whole family stuck in that book.
Paul Bracewell took the keeper's jersey for the remainder of the half, but with Stokes'
Hello?
defence clearly in disarray, Brian
There he
Steele
is.
equalised. The frenetic
Switch the
pace
telly off.
continued during the
The
second
Villa
half.
result?
Parkinson
Oh,
started
never
wearing the
mind.
jersey for Stoke, and within 3 minutes of that second half, Bracewell gave Stoke 3.
What's the Villa result?
Never mind.
Don't help, will you?
Sorry.
I've got an announcement to make. Steve and I are engaged.
I thought it was going to be in the new year.
Yeah, well, we changed my mind.
Oh, I am pleased. Oh, oh, Steve.
Congratulations.
Oh, Tom.
And you'll never guess where the ring come from.
A cracker.
Almost. The cut.
Oh, don't be silly.
It's true, tell them.
We did. Well, I was walking down the towpath and got talking to one of the dredger men. You know, they've been cleaning the cut up for months. Anyway, he told me about some of the things they find and showed me this. Well, it's real gold. I mean, I've had it valued and dated and everything.
It's got an anchor, look. That's the Birmingham hallmark.
It was made in 1860. You know, it only cost me.
Don't sell it, I'll want too much.
Where did they find it?
Near Wright's Bridge.
You can't wear a ring from the canal. Well, you don't know who had it last. It might...
Mum, I like it. Anyway, it's part of history. Like you and Dad.
Oh, you cheeky monkey. Come now. When's the wedding going to be?
I thought about on my birthday.
Your birthday? That's only 2 months.
That's plenty of time.
2 months to get everything ready for a wedding. Well, you must be out of your mind. There's so much to do. We've got to...
Oh, yes. You know, I'm all over the... Just thinking about it.
Oh, I know.
Tess? Tess? I want it back, you know.
Sorry, Jean.
Well, we'll all drink a toast with a nice cup of tea. Come on, Tess, we'll do it.
Not so bad, was it?
Nah. Villa.
Mum,
Yes?
can I go to the shops before they close?
All right. Don't be too long.
What do you want, Abigail?
Hello, Tess.
Give me that scarf back, Wayne Coley.
Come and get it. You did Seth's paper around last week.
So what? Give me my scarf.
And you put the papers through the letterboxes. If you start that, it'll mean that I have to put them through too. She'll come on the mat.
I was paid to put them through the letterboxes. Give me my scarf. Give it back.
If you want it, get it. But remember, papers on the mat next time.
David. David.
Abigail,
David.
the ring is for you.
David.
The ring is for you.
Tess? Yeah?
Where have you been?
Oh, sorry, saw somebody on you. June, is Sue still here?
No, they've gone to see Steve's parents. You could have stayed in tonight of all nights.
Why? What's so special about tonight? Oh, yeah, the engagement.
Well, you could sound more cheerful about it. Jean is your sister.
Sorry, I was thinking about something else.
Oh, well, I think you do a bit too much thinking. Well, that friend of yours called to see you. David,
Oh, what's he want?
Well, if you'd been here... He said you hadn't been in touch for a few days. He said, would you telephone him? Oh, and he left your note. It's in the hall. What is it?
It's a report about the miners who died at Fiery Holes Mine.
Oh, why you have to be so morbid? I just don't know.
No!
What's wrong?
It says David Caddick was killed, but he wasn't.
Oh, good.
Hello, Neptune.
David, this can't be right. It says David Caddick was killed, but he wasn't.
I know. And do you know how they found out he wasn't?
How?
Henry Parks was the mine owner. He had a list of every man down the mine that day, and he knew David Caddick wasn't one of them.
But Abigail must have thought he was dead when she read the report in the paper.
Exactly. And her father didn't tell her otherwise. He let her think David had been killed in the fire. She was so overcome with grief that she killed herself. Her father was responsible for her death.
Innocent of all harm.
Are you still there?
Yeah. David?
Maybe at the bridge tomorrow.
Okay.
Bring a torch.
Right, bye.
Hi. You never guess what? Abigail Parks is my great-great-aunt.
Hey?
She's part of my family. I'm related to her. And my sister Jean's wearing the ring that David Caddick gave to Abigail.
What?
I know. The chances of it happening are almost impossible, aren't they? But it's happened.
Hang on, hang on.
They found the ring here under Wright's Bridge, the very spot where she died.
But how do you know it's hers? I do believe you, but I mean...
Remember the indentation on the back of the sampler? The ring fits perfectly. She hid it there. She couldn't let her father see her wearing it. Everything they did, everything they shared, had to be in secret. She was a mine owner's daughter. He was just a collier.
They probably met at night when no one could see them.
Or during the day in a place where nobody could see them.
Mind you don't slip on that mud. It's deep down there.
I'll be all right.
Well, you can't even swim.
I'll be okay.
Well, we're back where we started from, staggering around in the dark looking for clues, just like in the graveyard.
Yes, except a graveyard's supposed to be the entrance to heaven. This is more like the entrance to hell. Come on. Torch, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
That must be the air shaft. Listen. They don't even know we exist. It's a secret world. The sort of place Abigail comes from.
We're not expecting to meet her down here, are we?
Dunno. Wouldn't be frightened if we did. Not anymore. Would you?
No.
I'd hate to work underground. Wouldn't be a coal mine if they paid me.
They would pay you.
I know they would. It's just an expression. Go on, shine the torch along the walls.
What are we looking for?
I don't know, anything.
Big help.
They must have met down here. There's light and there's somewhere to sit. If ever anyone wants to sit down in that tunnel.
Hey, you want to be careful. We don't want another canal death on the anniversary.
Anniversary?
Yeah, December the 10th, 1860. That was when Abigail died. Well, it's December the 10th today.
Well, we'll know everything today, or we'll know nothing.
Come on. What's this?
I can feel something. What's this? Hey, look!
Hey, be careful, the hinges will be rusty.
There's a locket and a piece of paper. We, the undersigned, do make a solemn promise of fidelity. Neither the world's disdain nor death shall part us. This casket shall be our memorial forever. If the hazards of death prevail, we shall hope to meet in eternity. Abigail Parks. Look, David Caddick couldn't write. He signed his name with a cross. Since my love was killed at Fiery Hole's Pit, I seal this memorial with my locket. His ring I shall wear all my life. A.P. Now that doesn't sound like someone who's going to commit suicide.
Come on, we'll look at it outside. It'll be getting dark now, but never mind. Come on.
She would never have parted with that ring, not willingly. Something happened. It was stolen or lost. She wrote that note, left the tunnel and came out of here. I walked along towards... David, look!
What?
On the bridge. It's Abigail. It's the anniversary. It's going to happen again, but it's my sister Jean.
Come on! Tess, come on!
She was on the bridge.
Climb out!
Didn't you see her?
Tess, you could have killed yourself.
It was an accident.
Tess!
She didn't mean to do it. She had no one to save her. It was a terrible accident. I really did see her, David. Innocent of all harm. That's what this has all been about. She just wanted someone to know the truth. That's all she wanted. She can rest in peace now. I really did see her, David.
Yeah, I know you did. I do believe you, Tess.
It's over now. She can rest.
Come on, Tess. Let's get away from here.
It'll be all right now, David. It's over. Tell you what, though, my mum will kill me for getting wet.